being here that long. I'm at my second job. Actually, I'm on my break, and I was working, and I was thinking, like, man, 2024 taught me a lot, and I kind of want to come share that with everyone, right? Um, some people probably believe in different stuff and whatever, whatever, but whoever you believe in or whatever you believe in, right? There's a higher power, obviously. And, for me, I believe in God, right? And so he never gives you more than what you can take on. And sometimes it might seem like a lot, or things that isn't working out for you, or right. But what I learned last year was that he's in control of everything, and he never gave me, even when the moments I thought I was about to crash or whatever, right? He came in, he stepped in, and he helped. And I need for people to understand this though too. Like, you got to do the work too, right? You got to do some work too. It ain't just um you pray and everything just kind of falls in place. No, like, as you're praying, right, make sure you have action behind your prayer as well. That's how it works. But what I'm getting to is, I was doing my part, doing everything that I possibly can do, right, in a 24-hour period of time. And sometimes times get rough, right? It's hard out here these days. Things have changed, right? And so 2024 really was a challenge for me, as far as finances and money, and um, you know, I had to move around money and just different stuff, right? As far as to pay different bills, and y'all get the point, right? Because obviously, I know it's not just me that's doing that. But what I'm getting at is, every time I felt like, or every time I thought it was about to hit the fan, God literally stepped in and He helped me. And I want to give that encouragement to people, that there is a higher power, and pray, right? Pray more. Um, Ask for that guidance, ask for that help, right? Because again, it's there. A lot of people probably don't realize it. And I promise you, it was a good 10 times in 2024 that I thought I was about to be done, and God stepped in. So it wasn't just one or two times, it was multiple times. And I started realizing, like, wow, like, you always hear that saying, like, God will never give you more than what you can take on. Hi, rah rah. And that's true. Like, it's so true. Is that the rah rah that I know? Or is that a different rah rah? But where you from? Definitely like the video, y'all. Me, but hopefully y'all get what I'm saying. Like, it's insane every single time. And again, I started realizing, like, man, like, I'm not doing this by myself. I'm not, right, because sometimes we start to think, like, am I doing? Nah, I'm just support. Thank you. Definitely y'all subscribe to me. I'm trying to get to 1,000 subscribers or whatever. But I'm just wanting to have a real conversation today with y'all on this Saturday. Because again, I'm working and stuff, and as I'm working, I'm like, man, like, this year is already feeling different. It's already feeling good to me. In 2024, it was a good year for me. But I had some hiccups. I had some things that were really difficult, like, for real, as far as finances and bills and stuff, right? And I had to, like, move money around and just a lot of stuff. But every single time that I really thought it was going to hit the fan, God showed up and He helped. I promise y'all. Like, and I would think to myself, like, oh my God, like, because I prayed for certain help, right? Certain things, like, and it worked. It worked. And so I just want to give those people that don't really believe, or they're kind of like, I believe but I don't, pray more, right? Again, you got to put action behind your work too. I love you too. You got to put that, right, action behind your prayer, because God just can't do everything for you, right? We gotta act, and that's the thing too. A lot of people gotta realize too. We gotta give service. So what that means is, for me, like right now, my second job is a nursing home, right? Like, am I making the money that I would want? No. But the service behind what I'm doing, right? Because the money obviously doesn't add up or whatever, right? But what I'm doing behind that, God is blessing me, right? He's thanking me in different ways in different parts of my life for what I'm doing, right? Because it takes a special type of person to really get out there and give of that service. So again, y'all, I just wanted to come on here and kind of just give that word of encouragement real quick. That whatever you're going through, right, you're right where you should be. You're right where you should be. And right when it's about to hit the fan, God is going to step in for you and help you. As long as you've been praying, you believe, you kept your faith, and you have action behind your prayer. That's the key. Because that's the thing too. I see a lot of people like I prayed, Fred, but it's like, what service did you go give? Right? What did you help with? Right? What action did you take as far as work and putting yourself in that position so you can get ahead, right? And a lot of people they just pray. And that's the first step, but you got to act upon it. And I feel like, let's just be honest, the churches and stuff like that, they're not really telling people that. Like they're not. And again, it doesn't work like that. You got to be acting behind your prayer, and then it actually works. But again, God will never give you, right, what you can handle, period. And I had to really understand that and learn, because again, as I'm going through 2024, I'm like, man, this year is pretty difficult. But every single time he made it happen, down to the last second too, y'all. I can't make it up. It kind of was scary even for me a couple times. Like, whoa, wait, like, and I would go tell some people like, y'all, look, I was in this situation and this happened, right? And it happened numerous times. Like, I can't. That's the part that gets me. It's not like it happened one or two times and it's like, okay, maybe that was just coincidence. I like it. Thank you. Maybe that's just coincidence. But then I started realizing, like, nah, this is beyond coincidence. This is actually really divine, God, higher power, helping, stepping in, showing, hey, I'm real. I'm here for you. I'm here to help you. What? My belief is at a whole different level. My faith is at a whole different level. And again, I'm coming on here today to give that back out to people, right? Because let's just be honest. As I scroll on these different, YouTube or whatever, right? No one's really giving out the real when it comes to that side of things, right? Yes, go to church, do this and do that. But no, really what you should do, and this is just my opinion, and this is what I've done. I like to sit in my own space and have those conversations with God by myself. I don't need an entity or this person or that person to tell me kind of what's right and what's wrong and how you should do it and this, that. No, that's confusing. Start where you need to start. If that's at the beginning, start at the beginning, right? Get that information that you need to get so it can make sense for you in that time that you're in, and have those conversations on a one-on-one basis with God, right? That's how this works. That's how I've done it. I didn't go into the entities and all of this stuff. I didn't allow people to hey, you should be doing it like this, or you should be doing it like that, or it looks like this, or like, no. I have a real relationship with God, me and God, right? You don't got to do all the extra stuff that society has told us, you should be doing that. Like, no, it's probably the total opposite. Because let me tell you something. A lot of those people that's preaching and doing this and that, they not even whole. They not even whole. A lot of times it's about the money. They got rent too. They got this building space and this, that, right? And so we gotta be careful when it comes to taking in other people's just prayer and stuff, right? Because we don't know what these people are doing on the back end of things. So for me, what I've done is I've taken control of my life and of my spiritual life and understanding and having those real conversations with God, and that's how it has worked for me. So yes, in 2024, God showed me in a way that it shocked me. It shocked me. It was like, wait a second. um, and now I want to give that back out to people and share that. And how did I do it? Right, that's how I did it. I got into those quiet places by myself. I didn't wait for Sunday to come. Huh, whoa. I didn't wait for Sunday to come. Got to get to church. No. Right? It's an everyday thing. Getting into that quiet place. And let me tell y'all this, meditating, right? That helps a lot. Just right, clearing out your mind and really to that different place, right? And having those conversations with God. Like, what? That's how it's done. Not, oh, it's Sunday, got to run off to church. And then by Monday, you doing this, like, what? It's an illusion. It look good. A lot of times it sound good, but it's an illusion. So, again, I just wanted to come and really just give that message on this Saturday because, you know, the right people I think will come across this and listen and understand kind of what I'm saying and put some of that into play for yourself, right? Do it by yourself. It's the best relationship that you can have. Not you, your pastor, like, no. You, yourself, and God, or whatever you believe in, right? Do it by yourself and start where you're at, right? If you can, start from the beginning, but start where you're at, right? Like, because that's another thing. We walk into these entities, these churches or whatever, and maybe they might just be in the middle of the Bible or whatever, right? It's like, it's confusing. It's like, right? Like when I was younger and I was forced to go to church, and that's another thing. It's like, don't force, but that's a whole different topic. But I would go and it was confusing. Like, I'm like, I don't even know how to believe. You in the middle of something, I'm just like, I don't even know what happened at the beginning. Like, and I'm just keeping it real. So as I got older, right, I started realizing, like, wait, I'm not, like, a lot of these people and no. So I took matters into my own hands and said, let me open up my Bible and start from the beginning. And let me understand what happened. Why did it happen? How did this stuff right? And it all started making sense. And I'm like, okay. Then I transitioned into having those real conversations and one-on-ones and meditating and right, finding a new balance within myself, not allowing other people to stare me or what I think should be right or wrong, or you should be in church every Sunday and this and that. And no, it's all an illusion. Something appearing to be real. It's like, no. The real is when you're in that quiet place and asking those questions and then acting upon, right, your prayer. That's when the magic happens. That's when God shows up, right? When he's supposed to. It's not when we need it or when we want it. It's when he's supposed to step in and help. And it happened like that numerous of times for me in 2024. So I'm basically done. I just wanted to come on to my live and share that with everyone because it's real. It's real. And, for the people that don't believe or they're kind of on the edge or whatever, take your time, one day at a time. Start from the beginning and then work your way through. You'll start understanding more. You'll even start understanding more about the world and what's going on and why we're where we're at. Like, you start to understand, like, this stuff is not by mistake or coincidence. Like, it's not. It's exciting times. Like, that last solar eclipse that we went through last year, I think it was like in May or March or something, where it eclipsed the moon or whatever, right? And it went from, right, dark. It was dark in the noon or whatever. Like, that's a major sign. Because prior to that, it was 7 years ago coming across the United States. So like X'd out the United States. right? God is sending us a message. Like, we got to get it together real fast. I mean, to be honest, like, we're so deep in, and we can fix a lot of this stuff, but it's gonna take doing stuff like this, getting to people, letting people know God is real. Like, what? He will help you. He will step in, but you have to allow it. You have to believe in it. You have to have faith in it, right? You have to act upon it. That's how it works. Not just, let me get to church on Sunday. From what, 8 to 12? Ooh, ooh, ooh. And then after that, you know, you go home and you're like, nothing is working. It's not like right, because first off, the person that's probably giving you the word probably shouldn't be. Then, right, you ain't got a real actual relationship one-on-one with you and higher power. That's the problem. Then, right, people aren't giving that good service, right, to show that, look, I'm here to help the world. I'm here to give back to the world. I'm here to share the message with the world. That's when it starts to manifest for you. Because now God needs to give you more. Catch this, y'all. He got to give you more so you can persevere to keep going to give more what? Service. Ooh. Y'all see, that's where people go wrong. They think, oh, it's going to fall into place for me. I ain't got to do too much. Just go to work, come home. No. Yeah, that's the first step. You got to go to work and do, right? But you got to go find different things that is probably not really paying you or paying you not enough, but you understand the blessing that's within it. That's how this works. And to be honest, that my last 2 years of my life has proven to me that that's how this really actually works. I'm excited. I'm excited. So I'm about to be done with this live. If you're catching this, definitely subscribe to me, like it, whatever, right? If you don't, it's cool. Thank you for watching. Hopefully you get something out of this. It's real. Understand that, you know, it's time to start building up these relationships, you know, with God on a one-on-one basis. Start meditating, right? Get into that quiet place within yourself so you can hear, so you can listen. Y'all catch that? There's so much going on in our lives. You got chaos over here. You got chaos back there. You got this going on. You got that. We need some type of quietness. And let me tell y'all this, and I'm done. What helps me is I like to go to the water to meditate. It allows me to kind of go blink and listen to the water, and right, like, because again, this stuff is powerful stuff. So I'm done. I ain't gonna say too much more. Definitely y'all subscribe to me, like the videos, whatever, right? Again, last year really proved and showed me that I'm on the right path. I understand this at a way deeper level now, you know, and I'm doing the work. I'm doing the work, right? I'm understanding and building up that real relationship with God, and He is rewarding me tremendously. Okay, and I want the same for other people. Real talk. Like, a lot of people are struggling right now, and we're right. That's how it's done. So hopefully y'all can take something from it, learn something from it, implement these different things, and, you know, watch your life prosper. So I'm done. That's my live for today. Happy Saturday, everybody.